Hi, my name is Patrick, 6 times cat 100% dialogue. The basic idea of this video is to help in your preparation for cat verbal section. So these are basically for people who are starting from April, but everyone else you can refer to the same video in terms of preparation, in terms of what the broad ideas are. I've already made videos for the cont and the dialogue section. So this is the verbal section that we're talking about. So let's start with the verbal section. So if you look at CAT RCs in the CAT verbal section, almost 24 out of 24 questions are reading comprehension. Apart from this 24 questions, 6 more questions, the para summary and the odd one out, are directly linked to reading. That means you can say almost 30 out of 34 questions are more or less directly linked to reading. 4 questions of para jumbles, reading does help. There is a separate strategy for para jumbles, but reading definitely helps. But you can see the major chunk or major portion of the verbal section is completely based on reading. There is no grammar, there is no vocabulary. So for CAT, if you're looking at preparing, reading becomes the most important part of your preparation. For other exams, there is a little bit of grammar, there is a little bit of vocabulary, but that could be covered up by reading. So reading takes care of grammar. The moment you read more, even your vocabulary is taken care of. But yes, you can study vocabulary a little bit separately if you feel you're weak at vocabulary and prepare accordingly. So word list or books like Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis are common books used for vocabulary. Right? So this is what generally the verbal section is concerned. So let's look at how to go about preparing for the exam, considering that reading becomes the most important part of the preparation. So overall plan I would say is when you start reading, you can start 1 2 hours of reading starting from April. So it's very important to create a habit of reading first. That means my recommendation is April focus a little bit more on content DLR section. As far as verbal is concerned, focus more on reading. Because only once you create a good habit of reading, then you can start preparing for grammar and the other parts effectively. You can also spend around 20 minutes, 0 20 minutes on vocabulary. That depends. If you feel your vocabulary is fine, you don't need to do vocabulary. Only if you feel that you're weak in vocabulary, you come from a vernacular medium and therefore you want to brush up vocabulary, yes, then do focus on vocabulary. Start and complete the grammar maybe in the month of May, not before that. So at least 1 month give to reading and then maybe start with the grammar. And the remaining verbal exercises, maybe you can start in June, where you have read for already 2 months, done the grammar exercises, and then start the remaining verbal exercises. General tentative plan with regards to preparation for verbal section. So let's go in detail. So let's start reading. So reading, first thing I normally tell students is focus on reading what you like. It's very important. I mean, only if you start reading what you like, interest is created, and that helps you to create a reading habit. Okay, if you're not sure about what you like, then read from different genres and find what you enjoy reading. Okay, is it crime? Is it fiction? Is it fantasy? Is it biographies, etc.? Read different kind of books and see what you enjoy. I'm anyway recommending four books every month for you to read. You can refer those books and start reading, or you can maybe have your own set of list. So over a period of time, you can include editorials of newspaper or articles from the internet to read. You need to diversify reading as far as possible because the topics that come for reading in the exam are from diverse background, the reading comprehension topic. Coming to the whole schedule, maybe in April to May, read for 1 hour. This could include 45 minutes reading of what you like reading, like novels or articles related to your hobby or whichever you like, and 15 minutes of newspaper editorials. Then June, July, increase it by 15 minutes. Continue with 45 minutes reading what you like, 15 minutes of newspaper editorials, but 15 minutes of magazine articles from diverse topics. So, what diverse topics? I'll come to it. And August to November, maybe again increased. So, 40, maybe around 1 hour of reading or 45 minutes of reading novels, articles, and 45 minutes reading of newspaper editorials and magazines. So, this is how you can span your reading as far as the whole entire period is concerned. Now, when you talk of reading from diverse background, maybe you can look at politics, history, psychology, business and economics, philosophy, science, and art. There are different topics which you can look at as far as reading is concerned. Coming to grammar, uh, my suggestion is try to start in the month of May. The reason you start from in the month of May is in the April month you focus on reading to get used to the language as such, because reading helps you to get used to it, and then maybe you can in 1 month's time try to complete grammar. Don't go into too much of depth. just try to broadly go to the grammar in 1 month's time. Do this particular exercise is not important, but if you feel that you want to go to grammar, just spend 1 month and finish it off. Focus on solving exercises more and more than maybe studying grammar, because the more you study grammar, the more you'll get confused because a lot of exceptions to a rule in the English language. So it makes sense to solve a few exercises, understand a few patterns, and then go ahead with it. So in maybe in month of May, 25 days you can spend for preparation and 5 days you can for revision. So broadly speaking, I've broken that whole 25 days into 2 days of noun, 1 day pronoun, 2 days verb, 2 days tenses. You can refer this and accordingly prepare in the month of May for grammar. Okay, just a little bit. Don't go too much into depth. Few exercises, understanding it, and move ahead. That's how you go about it. As I said, grammar is the least important as far as verbal section is concerned. Then we come to verbal ability. So you start in the month of June. So once you have started reading and you've done a little bit of grammar, then maybe you can start with verbal ability. The focus should be out here again, solve exercises and note down the mistakes that you commit, common mistakes. So keep on solving exercises, note down the mistakes, see how you can correct the mistakes. That's how maybe you can improve. Broadly speaking, if you're looking only at CAT, you can focus on jumble para, odd man out, and para summary as far as verbal ability is concerned. But yes, if you're looking at other exams, then maybe solving other verbal exercises will also help because the other exams have other verbal exercises. So in this, I'm focusing as a video for CAT. You can focus on 15 days of jumble para, 15 days for odd man out, and 15 days para summary. For other exams, include other exercises. Right? I hope this helps. This will give you a fair idea as to how to go about preparing for verbal for the CAT exam. Go through this, look through this, understand reading is the most important part. As long as you read regularly, your verbal should take care of itself as far as CAT is concerned. Right? Yeah. Thank you.